sight and remember what you learned. Para seguridad, permanezcan sentados y mantengan las manos, brazos y pies llenas dentro del vehículo. Bienvenidas a Vegas. Gracias. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kilimanjaro Safari. Before we begin the trip, you should know that the unpaved roads will be surrounded by Jumbo and want to see Kilimanjaro Safari. Know to keep your waist height to a minimum. Please keep your feet together and keep up with the party in front of you. If you're traveling with an individual using a stroller, wheelchair, or scooter, please have those individuals lead the party next to you.
Everybody means welcome, folks. So welcome aboard. Very excited to see you today. Thanks for joining us out here. On the right, watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs. Doors are sliding shut. It's on awarded, that just means thank you. Another word that we love to use out here in Harambe is Twin Day, which means let's go!
Let's go!
Alrighty, well, jump everyone, and good afternoon. My name's Ryan, and I'll be your safari guide today as we make our way through the Harambe Wildlife Preserve. A couple items for us as we get through. Please be sure to stay fully seated for me at all times, and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle too. Folks, the roads out here can get quite bumpy. This is a real truck and I am really driving it. Please be sure to hold tightly onto any and all loose personal items that you brought on board. I do recommend that you keep your cameras and cell phones out, though. Have them open, ready to snap some photos. We will not be able to stop for every animal that we see out here. And believe it or not, they do like to sneak up on us too, so make sure you've always got your cameras out and ready to go. If you look over your head in the truck, you'll see that we provided an animal spotting guide up there. Dietary habits and migration patterns. I can't say that we're likely to run into each and every one of those animals up there, but I can say that we do usually get pretty lucky out here, so we'll hopefully get pretty lucky out here together this afternoon. With all that being said, our first stop on the reserve here is in the Little Aturi Forest, where animals like to rely on their natural camouflage. For us, keep a close eye on all the bushes, all the trees, tops of all the hills, like out there on the right-hand side where we'll find an okapi. Now, the okapi is often mistaken to be a relative of the zebra thanks to their beautiful striped hind legs, which I like to call their party pants, but they are in fact the only known relative of the giraffe. You can tell that by looking at the structure of their skulls as well as their incredibly long prehensile tongues. You'll also find a saddle-billed stork down there on the right-hand side. That beautiful black and white bird is of a wingspan of up to 9 feet wide when fully outstretched. That's just about the width of the truck that we're sitting on right now, so very, very wide indeed. Unlike other birds which tweet or chirp, the saddle-billed stork communicates merely by rattling its bill, and they do mate for life as well. Let's keep on going here, see what else we can spot out here today.
Where's the rhino?
That's a black rhino across the water there to the left.
Oh, there he is.
And the black rhino is the smallest of the rhino species here in Africa. They weigh only about 3,000 pounds, so not quite tiny, but definitely small compared to other rhinos, that's for sure. We'll find a couple greater kudu walking along here on the right-hand side, very close to us here. They're a type of forest-dwelling antelope. We can tell that they're female because they don't have any horns. But the horns on the male greater kudu can reach to up to 6 feet long, believe it or not. Up ahead of us here on the left-hand side, I do see a couple of bongos toward the top of that hill. Get a closer look up ahead here. They're another type of antelope. They do receive the nickname the ghost of the forest because they're rarely seen, and when they are seen, they like to move very silently through the trees and the bushes. We've gotten pretty lucky so far. We're
up there on the hill.
2 minutes into our safari adventure. Let's hope that our great luck only continues.
This is Animal Kingdom.
Up ahead of us here, we had a whole lot more exploring left to do today. There is a bit of a fork in the road here, but we'll keep on traveling north. I'll take you folks down toward the Safi River, which is an important water source to the animals of the forest.
Hopefully we'll see some hippos.
Now, one animal to keep an eye out for down here will be the Nile hippo. They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time under the water, and they like to sleep down there too. Now, do you see some pink-backed pelicans here to the right-hand side? They get their name from the delicate pink color that appears on the skin of their backs during their mating season, and they do prefer to feed in quieter backwaters, just like these out in the wild. Let's keep an eye out for some of those hippos in the area. They can swim, but they do prefer to walk or run along the bottom of the river. Keep an eye out for any gliding objects down here. Let's see a splash up ahead there. They might look like big submerged rocks till they start to move. Keep a close eye on the bottom of the river there. And there is one just between us and the island here. He's in the shade just now, but start to see him gliding way down there on the left-hand side.
Oh yeah, he's in the water, moving.
Just rows 4, 5, 6.
There he goes.
What area we're looking for? Let's see if we can find some more out here.
Very cool.
They will come fully onto the riverbank, mainly at nighttime to graze for their food, and they're certainly not an animal that you want to mess with up here on land. Believe it or not, they can charge at speeds of up to 35 miles an hour. Now, for reference, we're currently charging along, if you will, at a solid
There were just some
4
more
miles an hour, so they'd certainly beat us in a race, no doubt about it.
Yeah, they're all just over the edge here.
And I see some Nile crocodiles in the area too. You see a couple just down there on the left-hand side. The Nile crocodile can reach lengths between 10 and 20
Here he is.
long. That's just about as long as the giraffe is tall. They do mainly eat fish, but they are known to eat anything
Florida,
and
USA.
everything that runs their path. So let's get out of here.
They're down there, yeah.
Now we are going to be leaving the river now. We're going to head on down toward the savannah. Unlike those shy and reclusive animals we've encountered so far today, the animals out on the savannah like to rely on their speed and agility, oftentimes to catch their prey. And I gotta tell you folks, they're usually just a tad easier for us to spot out there too, on the wide open grasslands of the preserve. Now, an early sign that we're approaching that savannah is going to be this tree over here to the right-hand side. It's known as the baobab tree, nicknamed the upside-down tree. The baobab will remain leafless up to 9 months out of the year, and it's going to store up to 30,000 gallons of water in its trunk, which can be incredibly useful during the intense periods of drought out here, kind of like a big natural water tower. But in the meantime, just like that, looks like we've made our way out onto the savannah, which is home to some of Africa's most famous and well-known animals, such as lions, giraffes, and zebras, to name just a few. Be sure to keep an eye on the animal spotting guide over your head of the truck, and of course another eye on our beautiful surroundings out here. And let's see just what else we can find out here together today. Well, those are zebras out there, of course, on the right-hand side. They're Hardman's mountain zebras, one of the several species found here in Africa. Each and every zebra has a completely unique pattern to their coat, the same way that each and every human has a completely unique fingerprint. Means that when a baby zebra is born, that baby is going to memorize its mother's coat to help differentiate her from the rest of the group. And the name for a group of zebras is a dazzle. They're also referred to by many as a seal. I do see some African wild dogs up ahead of us here to our left-hand side, hanging out inside that cave up ahead there. Just see them enjoying the shade. They're also referred to as African painted dogs, but despite their name, they're closer related to the fox than they are to the domestic dog or to the hyena.
See them?
Yeah, they're in the cave.
Don't be fooled by their seemingly gentle and restful nature there on the left. They're one of the world's top apex predators. Got a very high success rate in catching their prey. Placing them pretty much right near the top of
Just
the
laying
food chain
around.
of the wild. I'll find some sable antelopes out there in the shade on the left. They're the official emblem of the reserve for their highly territorial nature. And some wildebeest coming up here closer to us on the left-hand side as well. The wildebeest do migrate 1,000 miles during their migration season. Babies can be up and running with the rest of the herd only 15 minutes after they're born, as they're usually born during their migration season. In just a bit of a tough love approach, they've got no choice but to keep up with the rest of the herd or be left behind. Now, passing by some African termite mounds here too. They're as strong as concrete. They can reach heights of 20 feet tall, and they're made of a mix of soil, saliva, and dung.
Yum.
And they aren't only used by termites though. Elephants also like to grind their tusks up against them, using like a natural scratching post. Once they're ground down far enough, antelopes will stand on them to get a much better view of their surroundings out here. A couple more wildebeest here to the right-hand side, just enjoying the shade. We'll also find another view of the zebras from earlier, just ahead of us here, a bit closer to us on our right-hand side. I also noticed that the leaves on these trees we're driving under here all start at about the same height off the ground, and that's because that's about as high as the tallest giraffe out here can reach. That giraffe does have quite the appetite. They spend up to 15 hours of the day just eating the leaves off these trees around us. Each and every giraffe eats about 75 pounds of leaves a day, each and every day. So very, very hungry. Hey, I see that giraffe. A couple of them actually way up there by the baobab tree toward the top of the hill on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah, there's some giraffes over there. Probably circle around and see them.
Now, believe it or not, those tall grasses that the giraffe is hiding behind are about 10 or 11 feet tall, to give you an idea of the giraffe's size. The Maasai giraffe can reach heights approximately 17 feet tall. They're also well known for their incredibly long prehensile tongues, which can reach lengths of 18 inches, the length of your pointer finger all the way up to your elbow. I see that eland sneaking around under the palm trees out there on the right. The eland is the largest antelope out here on the reserve, measuring up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder when fully grown. The eland is a highly endangered species, but 50% of them worldwide do live in protected wildlife areas, just like this one out in the wild. So we are very intent on protecting them, that is, keeping them around as species for as long as we can. We'll also find some springboks over here to the right as well, much closer to us here.
Oh, the springboks are
And
so
the springbok
close.
is the smallest antelope out here, measuring only about 3 feet tall at the shoulder, so these are fully grown adults here. Despite their small size, though, they can actually jump to heights of 6 feet high and 13 feet across in just one single leap. They can practically jump into your lap from here. We've gotten very lucky so far today. The animals love this weather just as much as we do. Beautiful day out here in Harambe, not a cloud in the sky. Let's keep on going here up our Great Mountain. It continues up ahead.
Eland's back there.
Well, there's an elephant
God,
just
no.
over there to the right-hand side. Kind of snuck up on me there.
It's right to the right.
Elephants love hanging out near sources of water here on the savannah. They're going to dip their trunks into the water, splash the water onto the backs, or drink it all down. I see a mandrill out there on the left-hand side, too. The mandrill is the largest of the monkey species. The male mandrill can easily be identified by the brilliant blue and red color on his nose, just like Rafiki in The Lion King. The females do have that color as well, just not as pronounced as on their male counterparts. You might find some more elephants up ahead here. Keep your eyes peeled and your fingers crossed. I see you want to use his prehensile trunk to grab any food off the ground, bring it right up to his mouth. They do have more muscles in their trunks than we humans have in our entire bodies. And the one way back there over your shoulder on the right. And their trunks are also longer than the average adult human is tall.
He's over there.
Now, some of the other elephants have been seen crossing over this very bridge around the corner back here. So we'll cross over the bridge too. We might find them on the other side if they're still lingering in the area. While these days, they are facing poaching for their beautiful ivory tusks. They're also facing habitat destruction. And their homes are being destroyed at an alarming rate, which is pushing them closer and closer to human environments against their will. That only brings those elephants closer to these red clay pits up ahead of us. And the elephants like to eat the clay right off these clay pits here. Might not look very appetizing to us, but it does provide them with a ton of nutrients.
And a little clay snack.
Glen, which we're entering now. The guiding Glen is home to the post of our reserve warden, which we can start to see up ahead here through the trees. The reserve warden's in charge of taking care of all the animals out here on the reserve, a very important responsibility. And it looks like the warden has domesticated some Nigerian dwarf goats. These might look like cute little baby goats here in the warden's yard on the left-hand side, but they are in fact fully grown adults. This is just about as big as they're going to get, hence their name, dwarf goats. They're one of two commonly domesticated animals out here in the reserve. They're domesticated by the villagers of Harambe for their milk. And milk has a very sweet taste and is beneficial to us villagers both nutritionally and financially. And the goats are also known for their highly playful nature too. It's that playful nature theirs that's going to help them to establish a sense of dominance and hierarchy within the group. Alrighty folks, well just because we're leaving the reserve today does not mean that our part in helping these animals and their habitats has to end just yet. Acts as simple as recycling your paper and plastic products and conserving energy and water whenever and wherever you can go a surprisingly long way to help make sure that the animals we were all lucky enough to see back there today, many of whom are endangered, not only continue to survive out there in the wild, but of course continue to thrive and prosper too. The beauty of all these acts is that they can all be done from wherever in the world you happen to live, and they can all be done today. Now once again folks, my name is Ryan E. It's been my absolute pleasure to be your safari guide today. If you have any questions or comments you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you. My window's quite literally always open, so please don't hesitate to come right on up to the vehicle after the safari is over. If we have any wilderness explorers on board today, you've been riding aboard the Simba 1. That's Simba and the number 1, so don't forget to select your badge. Be sure to take a nice good look around the vehicle before you go. Double and triple check your rows. It's been a slow but very bumpy journey today. Stuff may have fallen out of your pockets and bags to either the floor of the vehicle or the bench next to you. We don't want anyone to leave any important items behind. Take a good look around the vehicle once again before you go.
Good safari.
If you're looking for a prolonged animal encounter today, I do recommend the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. That's a self-led trail you can explore at your own pace and leisure where you can see many of the animals we were lucky enough to see out here today, as well as some other animals. Got a really cool underwater hippo viewing area out there, an enormous bird sanctuary, an incredible rat exhibit, a meerkat exhibit, a dazzling zebra exhibit, and 2 whole gorilla exhibits, a family group of gorillas, and a bachelor group. That trail's open to you from now till 6:30 today. Once again, that's 6:30 on the dot. It's located right here in this very back corner of Harambe. Once you get off the safari truck, get up to the top of the hill and make a right. Get up to the Gorilla Falls Trail, off the safari truck, top of the hill to the right. It's about 15 to 20 minutes walk through and fully enjoy. It's wheelchair, stroller, and ECV accessible too. You can park your wheels out front and take them with you, whatever is easier for you. So it is probably about half a mile walk, so if you're not comfortable leaving your wheels for half a mile, take them with you. Now, of course, you can make it a 10-minute jog or a 2-hour stroll, whatever you feel like doing. Now, there's another trail in Asia called the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Only difference is there are Asian animals on that trail and not African animals. If you want to see tigers today, you'll see them on the Maharaja Jungle Trek, if they're out. They should be out there. They love a nice day like today. There has been an addition to the tiger family recently. Tiny little baby tiger on the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Now at the Maharaja Jungle Trek, they also got komodo dragons, Asian water buffalo, giant bats. Got their bird exhibit over there too.
Bird exhibit. Go to the drawing class one day.
Yeah,
It's always fun.
it is fun.
So you want to head to the Maharaji Jungle Trek? See if we can see the tiger. That's his name. Bakso the tiger.
Alrighty, folks, well, looks like the time has come to say goodbye. Say goodbye, though, is way too sad and far too final. Instead, out here in Harambe, we like to say Kwaharini, which means to go well and hope that one day we'll meet again. So, Kwaharini, folks, hope you go well, hope you go wild, and most importantly, hope you enjoy the rest of your day out here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, or wherever your journeys might take you the rest of the day.
Kwaharini.
Alrighty, folks. On the right, watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs. Doors are sliding open for you. Watch your step as you exit. Kwaharini, have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. See you next time.
Back up. Over here.
I think it was a great safari. If you want to try to make it for the tigers, then
No, it's really good.
and that's where we're headed. No, we're so trapped right now. Hey, Juju.
Oh, did you find your teddy bear?
She is gorgeous. We'll see what we can see. Tree of Life.
Did you want it up or? Can you do both? Yeah.
Oh my god. Here's your mom. She's going to stop. I'm trying to see the tigers. I guess. I think the show is happening right now. Saw that last time. It's a great one always. Southern Friends in Flight. It always gets hotter over here. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Whatever that means.
What? There's a jungle trek. Hi there.
Sure, everybody in our group.
There's the aviary.
And then the other badge is over down there.
You want to earn a explorer badge?
No, so he's gonna be after this building, actually.
Keep going this trail.
Okay, yeah, we're trying to figure out.
The bats are reopened.
Yeah, they won't go fully full this week.
I know, but they're not closed anymore.
I don't think we're gonna be able to.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
What is it?
Where's the tiger? You see him?
Laying down.
Come on, girls. No, you're here. Let's get it! Get it!
Whoever's ECV this is, do you mind parking it right back here? Just kind of in the way. Whoever's red ECV.
Oh no, you're good.
Look how good of a view you got.
Almost 6 months. They're part of the species survival plan. Honestly, I would say. Yeah, I got it. Mom, Dad.
Oh, moms.
That's my first time seeing him. I've seen him sooner. Who taught him how to pose like that?
That was all me.
Alright. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna head out and enjoy this for myself. But have a good one, y'all.